This is CG Smitty, Black Boy Official.
Yo, this is Bobby Buelo coming out of One Unit, Controlled Substance and Attitude Era. Ash.
D-Man.
Well, it's your boy T-Bear. I'm live, right here.
And you tune in to GFG TV. You're...
And you watching GFG TV.
You tuned in to GFG TV. Come on, let's go. We tuned in to GFG TV.
GFG TV. In your face, man. In your face.
West YouTube, this your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.
Rocking with your boy, Mr. Never Underestimate Fake Friends, TS3. Rocking with GFG TV. Shout out to my guy Big Ray West in the game.
So jumping back into it, starting off episode 2, can you talk about your relationship with Baby T?
I'm the original Baby T. let's just get that out the way off top.
And let's put his government out there if they don't know.
Troy is not Baby T. He's not Baby T. That's the reason why I changed my name. Like my tattoo right here. First tattoo ever, Baby T. So yeah, me and him had some we had a couple words about the name. But yeah, we can't go too far into detail about what happened or whatever, but
how'd you meet him?
When I came down for summer vacation one time. And I came down to the south side. He stayed over there with his mom. He was cool at first, and that's how I met him, just hanging out around Monty, Eddie, Natalie, Ashley, all them, AJ, Southside little crew that I got cool with coming down for summer vacation.
What about your relationship with Sean Chapman?
That was my guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's his older brother, Kevin. When I was just saying, like, when I came down for summer vacation on the south side, that's how I met him, was Kevin. Like, little Kevin was with me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Kevin after everything went down. I set up a visit with him because he's in the county right now doing a little 30-day time, but talked to him, see if he was cool and everything. He told me just to keep my head up, you know what I'm saying, because Kevin looked up to me, and Sean, like, he was out here doing stuff that he probably shouldn't have did, but I still took it as, me personally, I should have did more to make sure that he was heading in the right direction. So I took that one personally, honestly. Like, Sean that was my guy.
Rest in peace, man. Can you talk about the short musical run that you had with Young Drank?
Oh, yeah. Me and Drank, we made an album, non-stop collaboration. We had some bangers. OD had the city going crazy. Smoke My Problems Away. We had put on some shows. We did shows for Ritz, Crooked Eye. I mean, we had shows in Denver. We had shows. When we did hook up and made some music together, we did a lot of good shows.
What was it like working with him? Like, what do you think made y'all work?
I think his style and my lyrics, honestly, it just was a good connection. Like, he had that, you know, like, this is his voice or whatever, like how he sounds on the mic, and then you put that with the lyrics, and then it just worked perfect.
How'd you meet him?
Actually, Kruger Mama Entertainment. Saw me this is when I was doing a show for Bo James at Crazy Cafe. Like, we would do shows over there all the time, and Kruger Mama seen me perform and then saw Drank perform, and then she was the one that actually was like, I need y'all to get together and put one song together for me, and that's when we came up with OD, and we started making more music after that.
What about, what do you think's the best song that you recorded with Young Dre?
I probably have to be OD.
OD?
Yeah, probably OD was probably our number one banger.
Is there a music video for that?
No, actually, Troy Brooks, we rented out a whole club, shot it, footage. We had Kaiser there. We had It was a big. We had people perform. Yellow Boy was there, whole thing. But then I guess Troy lost the footage, so it never came out. Paid for it and everything. Just footage got lost.
Shout out Troy Brooks.
Yeah, shout out Troy.
If someone has never heard music from TS3, what 3 songs should they start with, and how can you find them?
Well, again, Time's Up. It's on all platforms. That's Amazon, Spotify, wherever. That's on there. I got some new tracks coming out that's not out yet, but you can go through my old SoundCloud. I got battles on YouTube. Not really hard to find. It's just TSIII because I didn't put number 3.
If you could record an entire album with any famous producer, who would it be?
I'd have to say Dre.
Can't go wrong with
Yeah,
that.
I'd have to say Dre. He has that knack to mold superstars. Like you go in the studio with him, he has a vision on. I can tell, like he just has the vision. Like this is how I want this song to come about, and then we're gonna do this with it, and you can just tell that he's a smart man. Like that's a smart man.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long ass time now too.
Side note, what do you think of Snoopy on in Death Row?
Oh, I think that's long overdue. That's crazy how he came from, because he was just a low man on death row to now he's the boss. You know what I'm saying? That just work, grind. Like that's dope.
Yeah. That's called grind till you're undeniable. Right?
Yeah.
Undeniable. Any local rappers catching your attention right now?
The only person that I can say is my guy Tone. If you haven't heard of my guy Tone, he's coming out. He has a song out called Grab Your Ratchet. He just dropped that not too long ago. Been working with him. He also has a lot more tracks coming up and a lot of moves being made. I mean, I'm not going to expose too much of his hand, but I know that's somebody that is about to take Des Moines by storm.
So, Tone, check that out, man. Definitely. What advice would you give a young, ambitious local musician?
Network. Network is key. Like you can be the dopest artist you want to be if you're not out here, like trying to get your name out here, like pack.
When you say network, let's be specific. Like, what do you mean when you say network? Like, what do you suggest they do?
When I was putting my name out here, I was out in the streets, like passing out flyers. Like there's two songs on the CD. Check this out. It's free. Whatever. I don't want anything for it. Just let me know. Blah blah blah. I'll even have my number on the back. Like if you really feel it, I mean, this is my number. You can text me, call me. We can hook you up with some CDs, whatever. Like networking with other artists. Like it takes a whole community to actually put a city on the map. You can't just have one person be like, I'm the king of Des Moines, and it's over. Like we've tried this multiple times. There's been people that's been signed from Des Moines and everything else, and I mean, there's not really anybody that you can say that's in the industry because
there's nobody that popped off from rapping. We
right,
got
that's
producers
what I'm saying.
that
You got producers that make it, yeah. Like I know, yeah. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but no, like rapping, like Joey Ashby, I think was probably the closest because he got signed with Slipknot, I think, back in the day.
I don't know the details. I was Corey D.
Yeah, Corey D. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, but just networking, honestly, is just like get out there. I mean, support. Even if you're not doing a show, just come to the show. You know, and shake hands with other artists. You know, try to get some collaborations in there because these people might have fans that don't even know about you. So if you jump on track with them, then they film both of y'all. Then you have new fans from them, and vice versa.
Also, too, if you want, shows-wise, anything along those lines, it's best to be able to network with people, because then you get to know who's putting shows on, and you can collaborate in a way.
And that's how I met like Bo James and all those people by going to like little shows and just meeting different people, and met Kruger Mama Entertainment, and that's how I met people.
Yeah, it opens doors that you didn't know were there to open.
Exactly.
So you talked a little bit about Tone, but can you go a little bit more into that? Would you say that that would be your protege?
Yeah, Two Tone is. I like to say he's my protege. He's a grown man now, but I've known him for about 10 years now. Like, I knew him when he was a shorty, just a little hot-headed shorty. And I'll be trying to mentor him, like, no, you need to do this. He was like, no, I'm going out the street. Like, no, get in the studio. Like, I'm finally getting him to, like, he's, I mean, he
Focus it.
yeah, I'm trying to get him to focus and actually put the stuff on paper and get the music out there, because he has some stuff that really needs to be heard.
That's dope. I mean, everybody needs somebody that has that ambition to push them as well, you know. And when you can see that somebody believes in you like that, you know, you tend to believe in yourself more.
Right.
You currently perform, tour at all?
No, right now I've actually just been working and, like I said, focusing on Two Tone's music, trying to put his stuff out. So I'm almost kind of taking like a manager type position, but not the label, just a big bro that's trying to help get him out there. And I'm taking a back seat for mine.
So how did you get into battle rapping?
Ooh, actually it was Hungry hit me up, because I set up a battle between Crazy Baby and Profilini. So that was he was like, well, do you want on the card too? And I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. And then I battled Drogot, was my very first battle. And from there, I just loved the environment, love those guys at Get You Some. Shout out Get You Some, by the way. Crazy Baby over there doing excellent things over there. But yeah, I just felt the vibe, liked them guys, and stuck with it.
Dope. So how many times have you battled?
Ooh, I probably had, I want to say 8 to 9 battles. I've only had like 8 or 9 battles. So yeah.
Your first battle you said was versus Drogon?
Drogon, yep.
Okay. So what was that like? What was that like getting ready? Did you have time to get nervous? Was there any nerves involved?
Yeah, both of us, that was neither one of ours best performance, but that was definitely an experience. Like, you don't get it. Like, I've been on stages performing in front of celebrities, but when you actually standing in front of somebody and it's just you two barking at each other, like, it's a whole different type of feel. Like, it's not, like, the nervousness in the battle stage is different than, like, on a stage where you know your music and you have your background music to hype you up. You slip up, there's no, you can just get back on topic and nobody will even notice it. So, like, it's a completely different feel.
And it really is. You know, there's you don't have the beat to.
Yeah, if you don't have no beat, you don't have no backup.
No.
It's just you. You fuck up, it's going to be noticed.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah. So, what would you say is the top 5 Get You Some battlers?
right now, well, of course, I'm gonna say my guy Propylene, but he's not Get You Some anymore because he went and signed with NWX, but they're not NWX anymore. So I would go with Crazy, and this is no particular order, so don't get all butthurt if you don't make the list or whatever. But Crazy Baby, I like this new guy, Andre Davis. His showmanship is something.
I heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, his showmanship is something I haven't seen in a while.
Everybody that's talked about him is
He's nice.
So.
I actually saw him when I went to the battle, the last event. I think it was Retribution or something like that. He put on a show there. I like Future. He's always has to come up because he's been around forever. Nixon, shout out Nixon, and fifth I'll probably have to put fuck it, just because I fuck with him, Maniac. Maniac is a sleeper.
Maniac's dope. Maniac's dope. J Money's dope. They're all very talented. How about your best battle?
My best battle, which is probably fucked up, but it was my 1 day prep against what was his name? Nephew Loke. I battled Nephew Loke, and it was like a 1 day prep for me, and I just demolished that man. It was bad.
So, Nephew Loke versus TS3. That's a Get You Some battle?
That's to get you some battle. It was a secret battle.
Check that out. So, you recently had a 1-round battle. Can you talk about that?
It was horrible. So, I had one round battle against QK. He went first, and it was just bad. I can't remember anything he said, honestly. And then when I went, I just was over it at that time. It was like, I don't even want to do it. Like, it's just, I mean, I know I got people pissed off at me about that, but I was like, why? Like, why did I waste this time? That's how I looked at it. But yeah, it was horrible. And I think I definitely, now with hindsight, I definitely should have just went ahead and did my thing. And because a lot of people put money and time and effort into that event for me to be like, you know what I'm saying? I probably disrespected a lot of people that day. And I want to apologize to everybody for that.
Any plans to battle in the upcoming?
I've gotten a couple names. I haven't really said yes or no to them yet. I mean, I don't want to say like names, but there's a couple people on the list that I probably could battle that I might. But like I said, I'm just focusing on two-tone right now. Mm-hmm. So like that right now is prioritized over everything else for me.
Can you talk about your song Rent's Paid on SoundCloud?
Oh yeah, that was a response to Rome, because he came out with a eviction notice song, and he just basically just went at the whole Get You Some, and my name got mentioned in the song. So I mean, I really didn't like that, so I made Rent's Paid. It was a response to Rome.
What year was that, do you think?
Gotta be like 6 years ago, bro. Probably like 5-6 years ago.
5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Shout out Rome Oliver.
Yeah. Shout out, bro.
That's dope. There's so many dope artists that doing good battlers and dope artists. That's a hard thing to do.
It is.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people have like that mentality for one side. You know what I mean? But so that's where we'll hold off for this one, and we'll move into episode 3.
West YouTube, this your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.